mode of sex is becoming, or is changing. The trend of sex is changing. Like you see men licking the vagina of women, women sucking men, and serious kissing. Can it be a mode of transmitting candidiasis?
Thank you very much. Yes, you look at oral sex, as you are trying to describe, is one of the main forms of what, or media of what, contracting oral candidiasis, that is candidiasis of the mouth and the throat. So most people who have thrush, when you take in their history, they are likely to tell you they engage in one form of oral sex or another.
For the explanation he's giving us, it's not a healthy practice and we need to put an end to it. Now, I have candidiasis. What are some of the things or symptoms I should see in my body for me to know that this sickness is bothering me?
Thank you very much. I think you will take it area by area of the body. When you look at candidiasis of the mouth, what we normally call oral thrush, the symptoms that one is likely to experience include redness in the mouth. The entire mouth area becomes reddened. The person is likely to have patchy white spots on the tongue and throughout the mouth. Actually, the person is also likely to have dryness and then cracky patches on the corners of the lips. That is, the lips at the corners of the mouth, what cracks, and then you find crevices there. These are the main symptoms of what oral candidiasis or thrush. When you move on to the skin is more prevalent in infants and then the elderly. Infants, because they put on what, diapers. It is candidiasis that normally result in the diaper rash, what we normally know as diaper rash on babies. And also the elderly, most people have problem with what, their bladder, and so they cannot hold urine. They experience they go through what we term urine incontinence.
So
that is
prostate enlargement people.
Yes, people who have prostate enlargement and have problem with urine flow, they cannot control urine. At that age, they also put on diapers just like the infants, so they also end up having candidiasis of the skin. When we move from the skin, we could also talk about candidiasis of the throat. The main function of the main symptom of candidiasis of the throat that is known is sore throat. A person will keep on complaining of sore throat every now and then, and it occurs very, very frequently. Until candidiasis is completely treated in such a person, the person will live with sore throat like a companion. And aside that, we can also talk about the yeast infection, that is the candidiasis that affects the genital area. That is, in women you call it vulvo-vagina yeast infection, because it normally affects their vulva and then the vagina. Vulva is the mouth of the vagina actually. In women, the first few symptoms the person will see is discomfort around the vagina area. There will be some uneasiness, and then there will be itching as well. When there is itching is followed up with what, scratching. So most women will end up scratching the vagina area, and then they will have sores around the vagina area. This is the third symptom that normally comes about. And then the person is likely to go through what we call dyspareunia, which is painful sex. Because of the sores around, the person will be having a lot of pains when the person engages in what, sexual activity. These are the symptoms the woman would experience. And then rashes also around the vagina area. The main symptom, the reason why candidiasis is called white, is because initially the only symptoms that medical personnel used in diagnosing what candidiasis is the discharge of clumpy whitish fluid from the vagina. So that is the main symptom that people know. That is why it has been termed white, because people who have it, women who have it, happens to discharge this clumpy white fluid from their vagina. So that is the story behind candidiasis being called white.
If you are a man and you have too much sex, everyday sex, you are going to get stroke. How true is that?
No. Then our parents, our forefathers, all of them would have gotten stroke, because you see, at that time their source of entertainment was sex.
26 years dying within 24 hours.
By anatomy, it's located between the penis and the urinary bladder.
So far as a hospital we are concerned, and as a country, all the suspected Ebola cases were proven to be negative. So why would people link cholera to Ebola?
We talk to them to be pulling the nipple, so that by the time of delivery, the baby will be able to suck and then get the breast milk.
Ubufu pe na wa yete so bodam ni yare enye se papa ho ayi ho nko an na kire se wa bodam
Rebi na to chima baby and a ma by 25 years no fibroid.
Out of the 171, we have 5 deaths.
Yes, men too stand a risk of having breast cancer.
When you have orgasm, what you see with your naked eyes is produced by the prostate.
If I'm sick, I cannot be here asking you questions regarding cancer.